before, I know the lies. I've been here before, I've seen the sky fall, the sky fall on me. The waves are coming up, they paralyze. The fear is breaking in, it's no surprise, no, but it tries though. This is the reason we rise, we rise. This is the reason we rise, we rise. This is the reason we rise. This is the reason we rise, we rise. No turning back, no turning back. Where do we go from here? Look in my eyes. There's a spark that we don't need to hide, no. Don't hide it, no. Yeah, bullets in the gun, we pay the price. We must overcome, it's time to rise up. Rise up. This is the reason we rise. This is the reason we rise, we rise. This is the reason we rise. This is the reason we rise, we rise. No turning back, no, we're not turning. Hypocrites try to get up on me. Demons come, they'll try to harm me. Try to hide, but I think they saw me. But I ain't giving up, no, no. My real friends, they all know the flaw in me. Hate to text me, can you call me? Here I go, new day upon me. This is the reason we rise, we rise. This is the reason we rise, we rise. This is the reason we rise. This is the reason we rise, we rise. This is the reason we rise, we rise. This is the reason we rise, we rise. This is the reason we rise. This is the reason we
All right, I'll go off for you. Get it.
Alongside here in the paperclip circuit, it's time to go short track racing for the first time here in season 3. Hello everybody, welcome back to Shake and Bake Sim TV. My name is Chris Bolson, that's Vibes on YouTube. I'm your broadcaster and commentator here in the Shake and Bake Cup series. I actually have a special guest up here tonight. Michael Egamont is up here joining me in the booth for a couple laps. He unfortunately could not make the race today, but hello Michael.
Hello, how you doing? How you doing? We're excited to be here. It's an honor.
Very, very good. We have a potentially chaotic race here today. Martinsville, definitely one of the drivers should be very looking out for. But we'll see which driver can pick up the grandfather clock here. Race number 6 of the season. Next week will be a bye week before heading on to one of our most anticipated races of the season, the Coca-Cola 300 at Charlotte under the lights. Will be a fun one. But tonight, our first actual short track of the season That is, if you consider Phoenix a short track or not. But yeah, drivers will be having to look out for a lot of contact today. Martinsville, not a lot of room for drivers as a whole, and of course, not a lot of room for errors, as we see there, car going spinning. I'm not sure who that was. I believe that was Matthew Hill in the 90. But oh my, 200 laps of racing here for y'all. It equates to about 105 miles here in Martinsville, so a little bit on the shorter side of our races, just like Bristol, but with how many cautions we can expect today, it is for sure gonna be a doozy. And we made a bet with the drivers to get the bet on over or under 4.5 cautions. A lot of people said over, so that just shows what we can expect from Martinsville here today. But we're getting ready to go underway with qualifying. Practice is going to end in about 20 seconds. So let's see what quali has in store for us. We have a debut as well. Keith Hume, I believe is how you pronounce his last name. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. But Keith Hume in the number 62, the 5th and final ride for the Toyotas of RBA Racing. Gonna make his debut start here in Martinsville as Davin Thornhill puts up the fastest lap of practice with a 19.45 as we get ready to head into qualifying.
I'm happy I'm not on this track right now. The drivers did the bet of over under. If I was on this track right now driving as a road course racer, I'd put the bet of under over 8.
Oh yeah, it is gonna be very chaotic. A lot of people said it as well, but we'll see what it has for us as Adam Snyder is one of the first ones to get started here as he comes spinning there to start the outlap. So let's go on board here with Carter Brockmeyer.
I cannot tell you how easy that is coming out of pit lane. That is a very easy thing to do. Cold tires, lots of horsepower, no traction control, very easy to do.
Brockmeyer there starting his first lap. Gino Zito already had a purple sector there. No time on the board yet. Who will be the first one? It's Brockmeyer with a 19.83. Williams goes just 200ths of a second less. Thornhill third, Matthew Hill fourth. It's a 20.39. Only 2 laps here. And especially the Martinsville is going to be very short as Heath Williams goes to provisionary pole, a 19.62, and it's immediately taken away by Davin Thornhill with a 19.60. Can anyone beat that? It's Davin Thornhill on provisionary pole so far for Taser Racing.
What a lap by Davin Thornhill. That's my teammate. What a lap by him.
I was going to say, this is your teammate slash team owner right there as Adam Snyder puts out a great lap out as well, a 19.68. That will get him up to P3 just behind Williams. As we have about 2 cars only that have yet to put up a time. And one of them is Harold Wilson, who was riding the sponsor of today's race, Robert Woodall Auto. He goes into P7, and so he can manage at the moment with a 19.89. But here comes his second lap time. Around turn 4, can he squeeze it in to improve? Oh, he can, but it will just be a P4 with a 19.64. And I believe Gino Zito was not able to get a lap time in. So Gino will be starting at the back of the pack here. And I believe that will end qualifying. Let me go here with confirmation of the drivers to make sure that that is indeed correct before we kick it off here in Martinsville.
Already a lot of contacts with the wall. This is going to be a fun first stint here up in the commentator booth. There's going to be a lot of contact, maybe a few cautions at the start. We'll see how it goes.
I'm good. Head that backwards.
Alrighty, qualifying coming to an end here as the drivers get ready to go here. No pit speed lap here at Martinsville. We're just gonna get 2 formation laps underway before we get off here at the paperclip. Only 10 drivers here today, which greatly benefits the drivers in my opinion. Not a lot of other cars that they have to avoid, but it will still be quite the task as Heath Williams, the last Martinsville race winner, is gonna start it off P2. Thornhill managed to secure pole position with a great lap time.
Yeah, it's all going to be about saving tires here. It's saving tires and playing it safe. The drivers that could save the tires the longer are going to have to pit for less fuel, go longer on their stint, and that's how they're going to win the race today.
And we saw it time and time again. We saw it at Las Vegas 2 weeks ago. We saw it at Homestead 1 week ago. Tire saving going to play a big factor. Strategy as a whole is going to play a big factor here. That's how Snyder was able to win that race. And same goes for Noah Lane. We'll see who will be the best tire saver here at Martinsville as Pace Car is going to come in this lap to kick it off here with race number 6.
I'm noticing the inside line is very dusty, so it's gonna be interesting to see what line's quicker throughout the race here.
As the Pace Car now comes into pit entry, we said in the driver meeting as well, that pit entry very tricky. You gotta be mindful of that commitment box. Do not touch it, and for it to be a penalty. But here we go with the Robert Woodall Auto 200 at Martinsville. It's time to shake it and bake it for the 6th time in season 3 into the restart zone. Green flag at Martinsville. Let's go short track racing.
Let's go racing, boys.
Great start for everyone. It's almost 3 wide there at the back. It was Snyder, Wilson, and I believe that was Charlie Jones. That was Charlie Jones. Almost 3 wide in the back, but great start for everyone.
Very clean start. Let's see how long this can last for, boys.
And we get through the first lap quite cleanly as Williams and Wilson almost get together there for the battle for P3, but Wilson will overcome him into the entry of turn 3 on the inside, and Thornhill goes wide, and he loses the spot. He loses the lead to Keith Hume, who is already into the lead of this race in his debut.
Very easy to do. I would have made that mistake probably 2 corners per lap.
Oh, we have a spinning in the back. Caution is out. It is Matthew Hill making contact with Gino Zito. I believe that is turn 3 and 4. And that will bring out the first caution here at Martinsville on, I believe, lap 4 to 5.
The damage doesn't look too heavy on them. They might be able to just get in and get out of that pit.
Yeah, hopefully not a ton of damage on neither that number 60 or that number 77. As Keith Hume already doing great in his first race start. Got the fastest lap of the race already with a 19.51, which is greater than Thornhill's qualifying pole lap.
That is a fast lap, especially for race pace. He needs to worry about saving tires there.
And there goes Matthew Hill into pit entry to fix those. There's Gino Zito. And especially in this track, we're going to be replaying this to make sure that all drivers get into pit lane legally with that tight commitment box and that very tight pit entry there at Martinsville. One of the trickiest pit entries that we will cover this season. Commitment box. Very tight there at Martinsville.
What a start for number 62 on his debut race, already leading. What a start.
He's been showcasing some speed already.
If I remember correctly, the debut race of Adam Snyder was a P3 finish right behind me. Also very good from him also.
Yeah, that comeback that you guys made at Vegas was very satisfying to watch, I will say that.
And That was a lot of help from Adam, not applying that pressure, just staying right on my rear. We were able to capitalize on the mistakes of the men up front.
Well, here we go. I believe this is going to be 1 to green. We're going to have our first truce roll here at Martinsville. And they got to be careful. Do not swerve that car too much here. It's very easy to lose control here. But here we go. Command is out. As I believe this will be 1 to green. Driver's already choosing. Keith Hume to the inside. Thornhill switches last second to go to the inside. And Williams managed to get on the inside just before crossing the start-finish line to avoid a penalty. Williams managed to get on the inside.
That was really close by Williams there.
And a great last move there by Thornhill as well to get into the inside. Faked Wilson out a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. Zito and Matthew Hill able to get back now. They are still on the lead lap, so let's go racing once again from Martinsville to the restart zone.
Here we go,
Keith
boys.
Hume
Keep it clean.
in the restart zone, we're green flag. Whoa, and Wilson had a big shake up there. Did not get it going. Harold is going to lose 4 positions here at the restart. Well, there was that he just got rear wheel spinner, missed the shiv. Not a great start for the 83. Got shaken up quite a bit there. And he's going to get to the back of the 20. That is Carter Brockmeyer in the Toyota for RBA Racing. And we pay our attention to the top 3. Heath Williams riding the back of Davin Thornhill, who brought out the classic Arma number 5 scheme. The same scheme that he won the championship.
Black flag clear.
Contact between Thornhill and Williams. Williams gets by.
That's my bad, Harold.
And time again, we have to say it, Heath Williams, one of the most notorious drivers to pull that bump and run move. He's gonna pull it right there on Thornhill. Thornhill managed to keep it going, but it was so close to a spin, so close.
It's like Thornhill's gonna give it back to him.
And he's getting very, very close now as well.
He can dish it. Can he take it? We'll find out.
So far, the pace is going to get very calm. Everyone's going to go single file here. And while Thornhill and Williams are fighting, Keith Hume is starting to put a gap between the lead and P2.
With no pressure on that lead, he's going to be able to preserve his tires. That's looking real good for him early on in this race.
A lot of the concerns of the drivers were how well are we going to do to conserve tires here, especially at Martinsville. Not completely flat out, but almost nearly flat out. There won't be as much trouble as Bristol with the amount of banking that there is. But saving tires here is going to be very, very efficient, but also very, very challenging with how tight this racetrack is.
I'm very shocked with the drivers and how calm they're keeping it right now. No one's pushing too hard. Everyone knows they got to get to the end. To finish first, you must finish.
Jones goes wide there on the outside of turn 2. Brockmeyer gonna quickly swoop by the inside to get P4.
Seems like the inside line's the favored line right now. No one's really running the outside line that I could see right now.
And how we said Keith Hume was quick, we'll take a look at this. Heath Williams takes the fastest lap away with a 19.43, and as we say that, he comes across the line to improve it even further, now a 19.41.
That is a stonking lap. Let's hope he can keep his tires in check there.
Across the start of Season 3, Heath Williams has been one of, if not the fastest driver on pace alone, and he is proving it that once again here in Martinsville. It's the same lap time there on lap 18 it was, between Hume and Williams, so Williams is 100% closing that gap. Not gonna lie, so far, pretty calm for what I was expecting.
Very, very calm. The latter half of this race, ooh, a lockup from Hume.
Told drivers to be very cautious, to expect a lot of contact. Well, they're being very cautious, all right. Fast repairs, 3 fast repairs for the cars, for the drivers. This race, it is based on track type, so short ovals will get 3 fast repairs. I believe there's only 2 tracks that will get it, those being here today at Martinsville, and of course Bristol, which will be race number 18. That is the 3rd race of the hunt for the Cup. As Thornhill looked there, coming out of turn 2, it looked like he had a little bit of a moment.
And the tires are going to start falling off soon, so we're going to see a lot more moments now.
And the strategies here can be varied a lot of different strategies you can do here. Take 4 tires, take only right sides. And of course, gonna be keeping an eye on that damage if you do have some. You have 3 fast repairs, but for a track like this, you're gonna be very mindful of when to use them.
If I was running this race, my strategy would be to take all 4 until the last 50 laps, and then I would take the 2 just to try to gain any positions. But if these drivers are smart, they might do the same thing.
So far, everyone running pretty smoothly here. Williams looks to be closing the gap even further. And what a day it would be if Keith Hume wins this race. If Hume wins this race, this would be a 3 in a row that we have a first-time race winner. First time that has ever happened in Shake and Bake Cup Series history. If Hume wins this race, we will have first-time race winners 3 in a row. We had Noah Lane win it in his 2nd start at Vegas. Snyder last week win it in his 3rd start at Homestead. What will be the story here tonight?
I'm going to have to come back and win it next week for my first time.
That will be very extraordinary. Charlotte is one of the most prestigious races, the Coca-Cola 300. We're very much looking forward to it. It's going to be a doozy, as Hume went a little bit wide there, but now this is the confrontation that the drivers are going to have to face, especially on those leaders, and it's these lap cars with how short this track is. Here's Hume getting past Luba. We have ourselves our first back marker, and that is the thing that you have to look out for. Dominic Luba making contact with, I believe that was Heath Williams.
Oh, yeah, that's Heath Williams.
And that will be our 2nd caution.
That is very easy to do. Very easy to do. I've done that countless times myself in practice. Man, I've done that a few times in the race too. That's very easy to do. Just a little too eager to get on the throttle.
Put too much throttle on that turn exit. Cars go sideways, nothing that he could really do there. Williams was just there for the ride, as everyone's going to come down pit road. Look at this crowd.
Absolutely. Everyone's taking tires. This is going to be ideal for somebody's strategy.
We're going to review these pit entries really quickly to make sure that they were all legal, and then we're going to review that crash there.
Ideal for somebody's strategy.
Let's see. Fully in. Thornhill in. Williams fully in. And I think we should have overall a clean dive here. Is Charlie Jones going to make it? Oh, Charlie's going to cut that commitment box. That's going to be a penalty.
Also very easy to do. I've done that myself also.
Penalty for Charlie Jones. Matthew Hill, will he hit it? Oh, those right front tires are going to hit it. I believe actually he saved it. That was a close call, but Charlie Jones, 100%. You gotta get it there.
Very close. Very, very close. Going back to the incident. It's never a good feeling being lapped, but you gotta maintain your patience and keep your racing line and keep on your fundamentals. Because I've made that mistake a bunch of times, and getting lapped once is way better than getting lapped 2 or 3 times under caution.
And we'll see here what exactly happened. I believe Luba cut it there as well. Did Luba touch that box? Yes, he did. Very easy to do. Wow. Did Luba touch that box? Yes, he did. Here
I
we
can tell you
go.
what, I am very happy that I'm not racing this weekend because I would have crashed about 4 times by now.
Like we said, pit entry was going to be very, very challenging as Harold Wilson going to lead them to the green flag here. We're back underway at Martinsville. Much better start for Williams. Oh, Brockmeyer almost goes sideways. Thornhill got a little knack of it. And there goes Charlie Jones. On turn 4, the same turn that we've seen incidents.
Turn 4 is going to be a menace this whole race.
It's going to be a right hook on that number 3.
Well, it looks like whoever took the over today is going to have a very hefty payout. We're already at caution number 3.
It does look like it indeed. Let's go over here really quickly. This is what happened between Dominic Luba and Heath Williams in the caution prior. We didn't really get a good look at it as we were watching the pit entries, but there it is. And that's exactly what you said, Michael. Too much throttle on that turn exit. Turns into the number 1. Nothing neither of them can really do there.
Nothing they could do. It's so easy to do. It just a half a second early and the whole car spins. There's nothing you can do to save it.
Luba gonna get the free pass there, and here is what happened with Charlie Jones. Big checkup cost by Thornhill and Brockmeyer. Matthew Hill just looked to the inside and just got 2 TDs there and hooks the number 3 of Charlie Jones.
Hume's still looking very, very good there in second place. Very impressed with his rookie debut.
A much calmer pace laps here, as not a lot of people will enter pit lane. The only one that will enter pit lane will be Adam Snyder. But here we go.
Correct with my championship standings. I think that's our championship leader there in first place with 2 race wins.
That will indeed be our championship leader here, as we are about to go 1 to green here. It's time for the truce rule, as we're gonna get and pay our attention to it here, like as we couldn't really do it at last restart. Hume goes to the outside, Wilson to the inside, Thornhill chooses the outside. A lot of drivers on that inside lane. Look at that.
Once that dust came off the inside lane, that seems like it's going to be a lot faster. No one really wants the outside.
Adam Snyder, who pitted, will take the track position on the outside. Only 3 cars on the high lane. Let's see how this restart is going to be affected here. Here we go. Harold Wilson to the restart zone once again. We're green flag back in Martinsville. Oh, we have big incident. at the back.
I'm like in the commentator booth.
It's a 4-car collision. Matthew Hill is involved. Gino
Whoa,
Zito
that's
is
a very
involved.
big incident.
Yep, Dominic Luba involved. Charlie Jones involved.
Is that going to be a red flag or is that just a caution?
That looks to be a caution as all of them will get going, but a ton of drivers there involved. That looks like a 5-car pileup.
We knew that was going to happen today. That's going to bring out our 4th caution. I should check my FanDuel account because that under-over is definitely coming in tonight.
Just one more, and that's going to be the over. Here's what happened. On board with Dominic Luba here. Oh, and it's just Heath Williams who hooks Gino Zito. And it causes a domino collision. Matthew Hill gets hit. Hill goes into
Those two
Charlie
had-
Jones. And Dominic Luba, nothing he could do.
While racing the 12 hours of Sebring with Heath and Gino, those two have previous beef that's probably going to get settled out here on track.
And it's the same incident that happened prior with Matthew Hill going into the inside of Charlie Jones and hooking him. This time it's going to be Heath Williams going into the inside of Gino Zito and hooking him.
Look at that, just collected. Absolutely collected. Nothing he could do.
Well, everyone that betted in, get ready for the next caution to get and collect that pool money.
I love you.
Man, look at this race. What a bunch of incidents. As I've said it before, I am happy I'm not racing this week. Granted, I am going to lose points to the leader, but that playoff is looking very good.
2 drivers will get the wave around there as they stayed out. That's Heath Williams and Charlie Jones. As Harold Wilson will go back for a 3rd restart.
Hume in 2nd place still. What a debut that he is having. He looks like he must be a force to be reckoned with.
Hume and Wilson definitely looking like the top 2 guys to beat here in Martinsville, and Harold Wilson rocking the sponsor of today's race. We'll see if that brings him luck as green flag waves once again.
Carter Brokemeyer and Davin Thornhill looming on in 3rd and 4th place. We can't count them out just yet.
And Brockmeyer here looks like he's gonna have a move down to the inside of Keith Hume. Can he make it stick? Oh, not enough. A lot of drivers here launching down the inside. Look at Heath Williams go. Around the inside of Thornhill. Riding the back. Contact between the 5 and the 1. Whoa! And a big move. A big movement there as Keith Hume spins and Matthew Hill spins.
Oh, no.
And there is the over.
There's the over. Cha-ching.
5th caution out here in Martinsville. It's Keith
Yes, sir.
Hume
Yes, sir.
getting
He still. I still gotta give it to him. His first time in this league. What a performance that he's had so far. It's not over for him yet. Hopefully, he can get that car in and out of pit lane before he gets lapped. He can be right back into it. It's not over yet. Just keep your head up high.
And it doesn't really look like a ton of damage as well. It looked like he actually spinned on his own there, with the only damage being the little mac that he got there on the inside wall. And it looks like the same thing will happen to Matthew Hill. Here is the replay. What exactly happened there? Is there any contact at all? Hill is just going to lose it there, hitting the curb off of the turn.
That notorious curb. That'll unsettle the car, and there's nothing you can do to save that.
Oh, and it will be the same thing for Hume. Just lost it coming out of turn 4.
Yep. If you're trying to put that throttle down when you only have 3 tires touching the pavement, you're just at Spin City no matter what.
Let's take a look at some pit entries.
If I could give Keith Hume any advice right now, it's to keep his head up. I spun 3 times in Las Vegas. a long race. It's still very early, and I finished P2 that race. Still very early. He can still do this.
As we're trying to get here, pit entries, everyone seems to go in just fine. Oh boy, what a race has been so far. We got the over, but we saw this coming. How many more cautions is there going to be? We're not even halfway done yet. We're about to go a quarter of the way done.
I might have to place another bet for over 8. These boys are all over the track here.
I'll take the over 10. I'll take the over 10. Well,
That's a very solid bet there, Mr. Dwayne.
Or being more technical, I guess over 9.5.
Over 9.5 would be what is on the app. You might have to start putting bets on Kalshi because you can bet on anything there.
I will definitely start doing so if my parlay hits here.
Kids don't gamble.
Pace car in. Harold Wilson gonna restart it once again. The lead has not been taken away, but this time it will be Carter Brockmeyer side by side with him. We're green flag racing once again, and it looks like Brockmeyer didn't really get a great start there. Kind of halted the pack there a little bit, as Davin Thornhill will quickly move to take P2 away.
Carter must have started in a gear too high there.
And Williams with the aggressiveness. Williams, so much aggressiveness there on turn 4. Dominic Luba going to take advantage of that, and he's going to go into P3. And Davin Thornhill gets past Harold Wilson to take the lead.
There you go, Davin. That's my team owner right there. Go ahead, Davin. Show him how to do it.
William passed Luba for 3rd. Thornhill passed Wilson for 1st. We have ourselves a fight here.
The Season 2 champion and the current leader in the championship duking it out for 1st place. What a sight.
And we'll see if things start to get more calm here, as everyone got put a pretty decent gap. Oh, that was so almost 3 wide here going into 1 and 2. It will be 3 wide.
Let's see if Davin Thornhill can put the burners on Wilson here.
Harold Wilson and Davin Thornhill fighting their own fight. The rest of the pack going onto absolute warfare. And there's a spin. Oh, and there it is. Carter Brockmeyer. Contact with, I believe, that was Keith Hume. That is Keith Hume. And contact that you never want to see. And that, of course, is teammate contact. The Toyotas of RBA Racing colliding.
These drivers need to learn to stay off the curb here. Every time they touch the curb, they're spinning. You just got to avoid that curb at all costs.
Oh, and Keith Hume going to get a penalty there for cutting the box.
You know, it's a very obvious box cut there. Very obvious. He made that decision very late.
So with how strict, or I should say how hard the commitment box is here in Martinsville, penalty not as severe. Originally in tracks, the penalty would be about a stop and go. Here it is just a end of line. As both Brockmeyer and Luba will get to pit road safely. And it will be Davin Thornhill this time who will lead the pack to the green flag.
Now, if Davin and Harold Wilson were smart here, right, they would get a good start. They would both stay down low, get a good start, and really just leave that pack. Those two drivers are much faster than Jones. I'm not gonna count Jones out, but those two were gapping him the last green flag running. If they were smart, they would just leave him and then fight later on in the race.
We'll see where they
Why did
go
Keith
here.
get a speeding penalty?
It is choose time. Matthew Hill going to take track position, go to the outside. Thornhill, Wilson, and I
Did
believe that is Snyder. No, that is Charlie Jones, who all three
did
go to
Gino
the inside.
did Gino retire the car?
No,
He's
Gene.
10 laps down.
Oh boy. What has happened there? With the 77, we did see him get the free pass.
I'm not sure if I see Gino on track.
We're gonna go green here
What is-
once again. Green flag. Back out.
See Gino on track.
Oh, what has happened here? Caution is out. What has happened
Dwayne?
here?
We're over here, boys.
There we go. We're back to racing here.
We need black clears.
What a shame for Davin there, because he had a really, really good start.
Looked like iRacing gave a little bit of a hiccup there, but we're good to go. We're green flag once again here in Martinsville, lap 65. So already a quarter of the way done. Davin Thornhill into the lead as Heath Williams and Matthew Hill start to chase him down.
Couple blinks from the number 90. The number one's going to want to be cautious of that. Net code can be really, really bad, especially on a short track like this.
Heath Williams all alone for Jet Lucky Motorsports here at Martinsville, as Christopher Barries, his teammate, had to serve a one-race suspension, and Williams is going to go around the inside to get P2 away from Matthew Hill. Oh, and there's trouble in the back. Caution is out. Carter Brockmeyer goes for a slide out of turn 2.
Yeah, what happened with that restart?
Yeah, I do see Gino Zito on track now. That'll allow him to get at least one of his laps back. And if they keep going at this pace, he might even be back on the lead lap before the end of the race if these cautions keep up like this.
He is definitely going to get free passes over and over again. That's the benefit of these short tracks. Snyder in safely, Luba in safely. Seventh caution here at Martinsville. Looked like Brockmeyer actually kind of saved it, but with how tight this track is, that's considered a safety hazard, and really nothing much that we could do there.
My iPad's on 10 here, Dwayne. I'm gonna go till it dies, and then I'm gonna disconnect.
Alrighty.
I'll charge it up, and I'll be back in like 30 minutes. I can just charge it on the inside.
Fair enough.
My iPad's on 10 here. Won't die.
Alrighty, so we'll be Davin Thornhill once again. I'm gonna be in control of the restart here, going to 1 to green. But first, it is our favorite time. It is choose time. Once again, where will our drivers go this time? The defending champion picks the inside. Williams goes around the high side. Hill on the inside, and it's Hume outside. Snyder, high lane. Luba inside. So pretty mixed choosing there, unlike last time. A lot of people looks like they will prefer the track position here over a preferred lane. but we will have more cars on that inside. But here we go. Davin Thornhill in control once again. And we are green flag back at Martinsville. On that inside. Davin Thornhill in control once again. Green flag. Martinsville. Oh, spin! Heath Williams and Davin Thornhill get into it. A slight hook there by the number 1.
Oh no. Oh no, taking him out the race. I mean, no damage on the number 5,
Yeah.
but that's real unfortunate. He was looking real good.
Thankfully,
I'm gonna head down to the pit lane, talk to a couple crew chiefs, couple of team members, and I'll be back in like 20-30 minutes up here in the commentator booth.
Alrighty, Michael. Thank you for joining us here on the opening laps. We'll see you in a little bit.
Yeah, I will be here for the end of the race and post-race interviews. I'll give you a wave when I'm ready to come back in.
Alrighty. So Davin Thornhill and Heath Williams making contact, the top front runners. And what happened there? Well, there they go, the both of them. This is for their race lead. On Williams just goes high with him and hooks him. No damage on that number 5, thankfully. But oh my. Gino Zito once again getting the free passes, so he might, at the pace that we are right now, he might get back on the lead lap in time. As we approach choose time here, once again, here's a little recap for you. Lap 75 of 200, Matthew Hill, your current race leader. We've had 3 lead changes, 8 cautions for 32 laps, as it is choose time here at Martinsville. Once again, Matthew Hill going to be in control of the start at the lead for the first time here tonight. And once again, we see drivers looking to prioritize track position here more than a preferred line. Here we go. Into the green flag we go. Matthew Hill leads us for the first time. Keith Hume already back in this race. On to P2, gets past Heath Williams. And we have ourselves a good race here. Williams past Hill. Hume also past Hill. Dropped 2 positions, and it's Keith Hume back on the race lead. As there, the sky's getting a little bit cloudy there. What a difference. Oh, Williams spins on his own. They gotta be careful there to avoid him. And everyone avoids him pretty well. And the number 1 goes for a spin to bring out the 9th caution. So there goes the hit for Michael. He got the over on 8. We'll see if we get the over on 10. Oh, just another unfortunate self-spin on the curb. We've seen it time and time again. Oh, big move there by Snyder to go onto pit road like that. once again, just too much spin. Spins by himself. I don't know if that was just the curb or too much throttle or just not a very good braking, but oh my. And as he missed his box, let's try and go here with one of our drivers. Let's see what Carter Brockmeyer has to say here. Carter, can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
Carter, what a chaotic race that's been so far. 9 cautions already out in play before we hit the halfway point. Currently running P3. You've been around the midfield, around the front of the field here. And as the chaos ensues, what do you think you have to do to try and win this race?
Keep track position. Track position is key so far, and try to avoid hitting the curb. That's what got me there a few times. Maybe settle down a little bit and save.
Alrighty, well, thank you for your time up here. Wishing you the best of luck.
Yep.
As there goes the choose rule in play for the drivers. Keith Hume will lead the pack once again. Matthew Hill going to be right behind him. Gino Zito cutting it down there from 10 laps down to 7 laps down, just continuously getting the Lucky Dog free pass. If he manages to make this comeback, that is going to be one of the greatest comebacks known to man. It might edge out Egremont and Snyder at Vegas, but time will tell as Keith Hume will lead the pack here to the green flag. Oh, it's 3 wide. Brockmeyer, Hill, Thornhill, as Thornhill goes round the outside on both of the Toyotas to take P2. What a beautiful move it was there by Thornhill. But Brockmeyer going to try and fight it here. Contact at the back. We're still green. It sounded like there was a lot of contact, but no spins. We stay green here in Martinsville. Brockmeyer and Thornhill here. Toyota and Chevy battle. RBA Racing and Taser Racing. Gonna battle it here for P2. These two have produced great battling. They are allies. As RBA and Taser Racing has some sort of an ally partnership, as Charlie Jones, who is the driver for Taser Racing, is the co-owner alongside Carter Brockmeyer of RBA Racing. And there goes Brockmeyer around the inside of turn 4. Can he get past the number 5? No, he cannot. He's going to back out of it. And he's going to try again. This is the type of action that you love to see here in these short tracks. And we are still battling. Ten laps to go before we reach the halfway point here at the paperclip. Oh, and there goes Brockmeyer. Can he keep it going? Yes, he will. No caution. Carter Brockmeyer out of turn 4. What a save. He'll keep it going. No caution called. but he's going to lose out on Thornhill, and Matthew Hill is going to come over here to try and take away the top 3. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the save of the night so far. Heath Williams, once again, getting aggressive to try and take those positions round the outside of Matthew Hill. He's on to P4. He's going to take a dive down the inside of Carter Brockmeyer for the top 3 spot. Tiny bit of contact, but he is going to get through. What a move by Heath Williams. Double overtake on the first 2 turns, but Brockmeyer's fighting. He's not going to let that top 3 get away easily. And Heath Williams goes for a spin. Oh, we got to be careful to not get into the pack. And that is just tough racing. Tough contact. Heath Williams and Carter Brockmeyer, they're battling for P3. Brockmeyer did not want to give up the position. And we saw some rubbing there, door contact and door banging time and time again. Williams trying to defend his Martinsville win. Oh my. And everyone is gonna dive down pit road here. Got in safely. Snyder barely managed to get there safely, but he will be able to do it. So this is another pit cycle as everyone will basically come down here to get their pit stops in. Keith Hume and Carter Brockmeyer stay out, so the leader and the runner-up, as everyone else is gonna come down pit road here. And there we have our over 10th caution of the night underway there.
What a save by Carter. That was I saw that. I was climbing up the steps. That was a real nice save.
Welcome back, Michael Argamont. That was a beautiful save at Brockmeyer. Fortunately, they're rubbing between P2 and P3, or sorry, P3 and P4, I should say. Williams.
Yes, sir. Heath Williams in the wall after slight contact with Carter Brockmeyer.
And it's definitely interesting to see how these stints are going for each driver, how different they are. As strategy, once again, going to play a big factor here. And it is choose time. Keith Hume is going to go around the outside. I believe that is only the second time that we've seen the leader choose the outside lane here.
Look at Hume back in the lead. I knew it wasn't over for him just yet.
Hume looking very, very mighty here in his debut. Reminds me of Tony Brewer last season at Dover. Got his first win in his debut. Hume looking to do the same here as pace car goes in. And like I said earlier, there we got, both of us got the over as the 10th caution flew.
We're only halfway into this race. There might be another 10 caution, boys. Get ready for a long night.
Green flag back in the air at Martinsville. Everyone with a pretty decent start. Matthew Hill looking to row around the inside there of Adam Snyder. Keith Hume, your leader, across the line. Lap 101. We're officially halfway done as we have 100 laps to go.
Hopefully we can get some nice long green racing here. These boys must have learned their lesson by now. Do not touch the curbs.
Well, we saw some green flag action there on the previous restart. Before that, caution flew for Williams as Thornhill went too wide there. He's going to get overtaken, and he's going to fall down to P3.
There's a bit of contact there in the back. Someone was in the wall. I'm not quite sure who that was.
Still, regardless,
They're still
everyone keep it
driving
green here, and there it goes once again. Heath Williams and Harold Wilson get into it as Williams was shaking. The car was very loose, tried to straighten up, but Wilson was there. Contact between the two, and Williams goes flying into the outside wall on turn 1.
Heath Williams is not having a good race today. That's like his 6th, 7th time in the wall there. Wonder if he has any faster pairs left, because these damages that he's having doesn't look too meaty.
It is looking to be a very, very rough night for Heath Williams, trying to defend his Martinsville win. No teammate tonight, as Barry's had to do the suspension, and Dominic Luba, they're going to get a penalty for cutting the commitment box. Ton of box cuts there.
On the other hand, look at Gino Zito's lap downs. He is now 4 laps down. Now he's going to go down to 3 laps. He's going to be on the lead lap in about 20 minutes. Gino Zito might have a very, very good comeback here for a solid result after what it was a very, very rough start.
What are you talking about? I was way below the box.
Davin Thornhill in the lead, followed by Charlie Zones, Matthew Hill. Alex Snyder, the guy that finished P3 right behind me. He's a very solid driver. P4. Wilson P5, Brockmeyer P6. Hume down to P7, but it's not over for him just yet.
Things are looking to shape up pretty uniquely as we are officially halfway done. Sun looks
Anybody could win this race now. Anybody could win this race.
It does look like one of those races where it's gonna come down to the final laps as sun now starts to climb back up after it was very cloudy. But here we go once again. Hill, Jones, and Thornhill all choose the inside. Snyder and Wilson around the outside. Bottom split bandits getting some action there. Gino Zito once again climbing up the rankings with those free passes. If he makes it all the way to the lead lap, this would be one of the biggest comebacks ever. And if he wins this race, I'm not gonna lie, it might edge out you and Snyder's comeback at Vegas.
If he ends up on the lead lap of this race, that's going to edge out a 10 lap down comeback to be on the lead lap at the final lap. That is better than anything me and Alex could ever do.
Green flag back at Martinsville. Looked like Snyder and Thornhill got a little bit into it there, but we are still racing clean as Charlie Jones takes the low line and gets past Snyder.
They only need to lead 1 lap of this race, and that's the last lap.
Oh, it's 3-1 in the back. Adam Snyder lost a ton of pace from P2 all the way to P9.
Unfortunate.
Not the greatest start there for your Homestead race winner last week.
Need to lead 1 lap of this race, and that's the last lap. Davin looking very comfortable out front here.
Hume and Wilson side by side. Keith Hume and Heath Williams gets into it once again.
Oh no.
Keeps it going though. We are green flag still, no caution, as Keith Hume got past Wilson there for P3. Williams just having trouble making it up the field. Hume now gonna have a shot at Jones. Look at that 62 go in his debut. The rookie past Charlie Jones into P2.
I wonder if there's any damage on the 90 car, because when he made contact with Heath Williams turned into him and hit his right front. Wonder if there's any steering damage there.
Harold Wilson gonna quickly follow behind Hume. He's gonna go into top 3. Jones gonna lose 2 consecutive positions there. As Hume now sets his sights on the number 5.
Hume has a lot of pace. He's gonna be a force to reckon with in this series.
The rookie versus the defending champion for the race lead. Well, with that being said, while the green flags laps remain, let's try and go into a quick crank it up session here, presented by Logitech. Take it away.
My favorite part of the night. Heard.
Oh, caution's out.
Oh boy. I didn't see it. It's kind of hard to
As-
commentate when I'm 10 seconds back.
Yeah. As we were in the crank it up section, caution is gonna come out. And who was the cause of the caution? Oh, it looks to be Charlie Jones. Charlie Jones and Heath Williams.
12th caution of the night.
12th caution. Here's the replay while we're in the crank it up section.
Gavin Thornhill in the pits. Very clean entrance by him.
Oh,
Hume will now be leading the race.
Williams just sends it up into the number 3. A big dive bomb there. Just clips him.
Yeah, I don't know what Heath is doing tonight. He's not racing like himself tonight.
Struggling
Yeah.
to get past the field.
Yeah, he's racing with aggression tonight. He needs to calm himself down, otherwise he's just going to keep causing incidents here.
And with that dive bomb, I can assure you, race control will gonna have to take a look at that. Might be a post-race penalty.
Yeah, that was from in my opinion, that was from very far back.
Regardless, 12 caution here tonight. Keith Hume. What a race it has been for him. Back on the lead lap once again. And he's going to have the first choose here as it's choose time once again here at Martinsville. And he's going to choose the outside once again. Or he's going to switch it up. Goes on the inside. And this is going to cause a lot of drivers to switch their spots. About 5 drivers there are switching it to get track position here. Great switcheroo there by Keith Hume. Did it before the start-finish line. Clean inside line choose there, no penalty. Pace car goes in.
Carter Brockmeyer in second again. He's been involved in a few incidents today. Great to see him running in P2 still.
Hume gonna lead us for our 12th restart. Green flag is back underway here in Martinsville Speedway. And let's not forget Gino Zito, 4 laps down. Trying to make his way back. Hale, just a quick nudge there on Wilson, as that would be the fight for a P3, as Williams looked to go down the inside of Hale as well. Oh, and Snyder is there. So as we start to unravel here, to go to 75% of this race done, Michael, who do you think you have winning this race so far?
I'm going to put it between Hume, Wilson, and we can't count out Gavin Thornhill. He's only in P8 now because he took that pit, so he's on the fresh tires on the field right now. We can't count him out, but man, I wouldn't put my money on anybody at this point in time with all these cautions. The field gets shaken up every 5-6 laps. You can't put your money on anybody.
Carter Brockmeyer here looking to be on decent pace to catch up to the 62. A great display by the Toyotas here tonight. Williams past Matthew Hill. Hill goes into the wall. He's going to lose 2 positions here as Charlie Jones also goes through. Got to be careful with those bump and runs. Heath Williams, although not necessarily against the rules, but I can assure you that that is definitely not going to make some drivers happy.
He's dishing them out a lot. I hope he can take it when it comes back to him. Nice move by Davin on the inside. I don't know if the cameras caught that. On the inside, I don't know if the cameras caught that. I don't know. I'm not quite sure how we lost that. I really don't understand how we lost that car. Oh, absolutely. Only an onboard would tell us, or speaking with the driver, but I wouldn't want to be talking to him right now. He is, I could see the steam coming out of his head through the car. He is not a happy man. Only an onboard would tell us. I wouldn't want to talk to him right now. I could see the steam coming out of the car. He's not a happy man. Oh, yeah. Yep, just spun up the rear tires there. I was just looking at the replay on my own phone here. He just spun up the tires, and there was nothing he could do there. He just aggressive on the throttle. He didn't want to lose as much time. With no traction control and a lock differential on these cars, one bit of steering angle and spinning tires, and you're like a ballerina. You're just spinning.
As everyone now back out of the pits, Gino Zito, 3 laps down, making his way around.
He is going to be on the lead lap by 75% of this race. He's going to be on the lead lap, and then he's going to start gaining positions. He's been keeping his nose clean. He's had a really quiet race ever since he's been 10 laps down, and he's just waiting his time.
Well, talking about Zito, he's going to actually go down pit road here, so he might go back down to 4 laps down, but he is going to be on those faster, fresher tires.
I think for him, it's best that he just stays out of trouble, stay off the pack, so he doesn't get caught up in a spinning car, because there's a lot of spinning cars. Because he could put his money on there being at least 4 or 5 more cautions before the end of this race.
We'll see how this goes. Keith Hume and Carter Brockmeyer once again side by side at the front to restart this race.
Hume switching it up, taking the outside today, or outside on this restart.
Green flag once more. Thornhill looked like he also got a great run there at the restart. Almost contact between the two of them. Carter Brockmeyer surprisingly showing a lot of pace. He said in some pre-race interview that Martinsville wasn't really his specialty type of track, and he has been running consistently P2 here.
I could tell you what here, Dwayne, I am really happy I'm not racing the line. I would have lost my head by the time the 5th caution came out, and I'd be in the same boat as Heath Williams. I'd be just driving with so much aggression.
Oh, spinning in the back. Charlie Jones wiping out at the front stretch.
I get black flag clear, please.
And I believe that will be another case of just put too much throttle there on turn exit.
Too much throttle coming out. Old tires, too much throttle. That was a very late spin coming out the exit.
Yep.
If I'm correct, I still see Gino Zito in the pits.
What has happened there?
Hopefully he didn't retire the car. He had every chance of being back on the lead lap very, very soon.
He is still going. He went back down to 5 laps, but I believe he's going to get the free pass here to go back to 4. Yeah, I believe he entered pit road twice in a row, so there might have been some miscommunication between the 77 pit crew.
He had every chance of being back on the lead lap very, very soon.
He is still going 5 laps. I believe
a bit of damage on the front of Thornhill's car. I wonder where that's from.
this will, I believe, to be a 2 to green now, coming across the line. It will be 2 to green. Next time by, we'll get the a choose time. But once more, Keith Hume still gonna be in control of this start. This is the 14th caution of the night. And here's a little race recap.
That might be a record. That might be a record for races here. I'm not entirely sure. This is my first season.
I believe the most amount of cautions that we had was season 1 Bristol. I can't exactly remember how much it was, but this is definitely on pace to break it. As we are coming across to choose time here, Keith Hume once again on the lead lap, and he's going to choose the outside lane once again. We've seen that from him tonight.
55 laps under caution. My lord.
There's a little race recap there at the bottom right of your screen. Lap 140 of 200. So we're going to restart this at lap 141. We're gonna have 60 to go here at Martinsville. Keith Hume, your race leader here. 14 cautions for 56 laps with 4 total lead changes so far. But here we go. Once again, it's Hume and Brockmeyer at the front of the pack to go into the restart. How will the closing stages of this race be into play? Green flag is out, 60 laps to go, an immediate carnage. Carter Brockmeyer on the restart.
I expect more out of Carter. He's a very, very good oval racer. I don't know what's going on with him tonight.
On the restart, was that contact or was that just by himself as the green flag was coming in?
Yeah, that is just spinning the rear tires, eager to get on the throttle.
Here's the replay to try and get a better angle here. Oh, just didn't get it going. A lot of rear wheel spin on that number 20 Toyota. Just did not time that restart in time.
He did take out 62. No, who did he take out? Oh, Heath Williams caught up in another incident for Heath Williams. He just cannot catch a break tonight.
We said at the beginning, Martinsville was going to be a very, very tough challenge. And it is especially being proven here tonight for the number 1 Ford of Jed Lucky Motorsports. Well, a little less under...
Brian, it's not giving me waiver rounds no more. Can I have one?
Well, a little less under 60 laps to go here in Martinsville.
Is there a time limit for the race? Do we have a time limit, or we're racing all 200?
I believe we should have enough time we should be able to make it all the way to 200.
I'll tell you what, these fans are getting what they paid for. They're seeing a lot of action here. These fans are great tonight.
Yeah, time limit is 2 hours and 40 minutes. We're currently in the 1 hour and 8 minute mark, so we should have plenty of time.
No, we have plenty of time, unless there's a caution every lap. These fans are getting what they paid for. They're seeing a lot of.
Gino Zito.
Thornhill back in P2. Can't count out Thornhill, the reigning champion. Harold Wilson, the current championship leader. Heath Williams in P4. Very, very surprising to see Heath Williams in P4 after that incident.
Green flag. Back out here in Martinsville. Will Thornhill be able to capitalize with that front end damage? It looks pretty dented.
That's going to hurt him aero-wise for sure. He's going to have going to be missing some top speed, but thankfully, this isn't a top speed track, so he should be able to get away with that.
55 laps to go. Spinning in the back. I believe we are still green. Yes, we are. Whoever that was, a great save indeed. Oh, it's Matthew Hill. Oh my goodness, Keith Hume. And their leader. What a lap time with 19.36. That is going to be the fastest lap of the race. Everything getting more and more calmer, hopefully, as Snyder and Williams go side by side out of turn 4. And Matthew Hill is gonna send it 3 wide, down 1 and 2, and somehow makes the move stick. What a move there by the number 90 of Matthew Hill.
I'm going to go mute for like 5 minutes. I'm driving to my girl's house.
Alrighty. Charlie Jones now there on the inside of Adam Snyder. And there goes Heath Williams. The inside of Dominic Luba, that is P4. Davin Thornhill and Keith Hume battle for the lead. Luba there hard into the outside wall. He tried to get into pit road, but he was not going to be able to do so. There was some traffic there. Adam Snyder was on the inside. Very, very late by Luba. And he is going to come down pit road now. Oh, caution is out. And again, it's Williams. The nightmare night continues for the number 1. Williams spins. That will bring out the 16th caution. And we have a lot of people coming down pit lane here. Oh, and it looked like Carter Brockmeyer cut that. Yes, he did. Alrighty, so here we go, getting ready to get back to the restart here. It is choose time here in Martinsville once again. Thornhill, first one to go around the outside. How tough has this track been? This might be the record for the most cautions in a race. We'll definitely get some reactions there out of our post-race interviews here. Keith Hume and Davin Thornhill side by side. Hume this time on the inside. But we'll once again restart this race. It's green flag.
Black clear, please.
Oh, Snyder. Their contact with the ball in the back. Davin Thornhill is going to try to go around the outside. We've only seen a little bit of success out of that move here. Most of the overtakes being, of course, on the inside, with hoping for the driver in front to make errors to take that quick inside lane. Hill's going to try to go around the outside.
Honored me up here, Dwayne. We're gonna back out now. Good luck with the rest of the race, bud.
Alrighty, thank you very much for tuning in, Michael. "40 laps to go here in Martinsville. Keith Hume once again putting in the fastest lap. He's going to improve from himself. It's a 19.33. Brockmeyer moving into P6, just shy of the top 5, as we still focus on these two battle for the lead. Let's try and go for some little bit of shake and bake, crank it up here. Presented by Logitech. Take it away. Big note there, Heath Williams taking the fastest lap away from Keith Hume with a 19.27 in P3. Caution is out. 17th caution of the race, and this time it will be Adam Snyder. I believe that is his first or second incident here tonight. Not a lot of mistakes there by the 36, but unfortunately it will get him here to bring out the 17th caution of the night. There during our cranked it up section. What a lap time, though, by Heath Williams, a 19.27. That takes the fastest lap of the race away. He has been having a rough night, but if he can turn this into a defending Martinsville win, it can be a positive night for that number 1 DeWalt Ford Mustang. Alrighty. Believe there's gonna be 1 to green here, and that means a choose time. You guys should already know what time that means. Well, as time starts to tick here in Martinsville, laps start to run out. Who will become victorious here from the short track? Who will be the one to achieve their very own grandfather clock? As we go around the pace car here to get it started once again. One of the only times that we've seen that outside lane be more than the inside. We'll see how much of a difference that will make. Green flag back at the air in Martinsville. 29 laps to go. Heath Williams making moves. Into second. Thornhill gonna give him a big push, and he goes very wide. And like Michael said earlier, those bump and runs that he does might be successful, but it might not make a lot of people happy, so he has to be ready when it comes back at him. Well, there he goes. There it goes back at him. Davin Thornhill shoving him out of the way. Got a taste of his own medicine. We'll see how he fights it back here. Round the inside of Thornhill. Thornhill went wide there. Out of turn 2. Side by side, Williams gets past Thornhill for P2. And the switcheroo by the number 5. We have ourselves a great fight here for second. Still side by side. Look at this racing action for second. Thornhill and Williams going at it. Thornhill clears him. Oh, there goes Harold Wilson. Deep dive on Carter Brockmeyer to take P4. Williams gonna try to get it back here on Thornhill for a fight for second once again. "20 laps to go. They're also there on Keith Hume. Oh, Williams got a little loose there. Brockmeyer there hit the outside wall coming out of 2. $17 laps to go. The closing stages of this race are among us. Bottom right, there's the fight for the lead. The top 3, Davin Thornhill, Hume, and Williams. No more gap existent. To the inside of Hume. Did not make it work. Williams now trying to fight it. Has to be careful there. Hume safes it. How did he manage that? Oh, and Brockmeyer now goes for a spin. Still green. Not the bestest of moves by Thornhill. And they're definitely gonna have a talk about that. Still green. And now it's these two fighting for the lead. The same ones that gave us a big fight for second. Keith Hume trying to get back into it. And caution is out. And there is the reason for the caution. Harold Wilson goes spinning around. And that caution right there might have just saved Keith Hume's race. Here's the replay. Oh, contact between teammates. A bottom split bandits. Oh, and almost got a piece of Zito as well. Everyone coming in. And pretty much everyone gonna take a trip here down pit road. This is gonna be the deciding factor of this race. It will be Davin Thornhill at the lead of this race. Heath Williams behind. Brockmeyer and Hume behind them. What a race this has been. As it is choose time. Thornhill to the inside. Brockmeyer to the outside. Williams and Luba there behind. Steve Hume all the way to P7. It looked like he was about to start P4. But here we go. 7 laps left. Next caution will almost certainly be overtime. How will the last laps treat us? It is green flag back in Martinsville. 7 to go. An immediate wreck. And it's carnage all over the place. Carter Brockmeyer is the big one at Martinsville.
It's harder, bro. Are you starting in first gear or something?
At the same start, on the same start, just like how happened last time, Carter Brockmeyer on the restart cannot get it going, and that will be the big one at Martinsville. About 6 cars collected there. And this is where things are gonna get hectic. I believe this will be either a 3-lap shootout or a green-white checkered. Not enough for overtime just yet, but we will see. Like Michael Argamont said at the beginning, this race is going to come down to whoever wants it the most. This is a race anyone can win. It's going to get proven here. Oh boy. We are going to have 2 laps of racing left. It is going to be a green-white checkered. This will not be overtime just yet. But it will be a green-white checkered. Here we go.
Was there no lucky dog that time?
Well, here we go. This is going to be it. It will be a green-white checkered. 2 laps to go here at Martinsville. The outside is almost non-existent. It will be Davin Thornhill leading this race. If a caution comes out before the white, it will be overtime. Here we go. Green flag. 2 laps to go. Can we go around one more time to the white flag? Around goes Williams. No caution called.
Unreal.
Wow. No caution called on the white flag. And it will be Davin Thornhill who wins this race. Unbelievable finish. And there's a car upside down. I repeat, there was a car upside down.
Let's go. I needed that.
Unbelievable. An unexpected finish here at Martinsville. Williams with a spin coming down turn 3 and 4. But as the caution was waving, Davin Thornhill took the white flag. And so the rule is, once the white flag waves, there was no cautions. Thornhill beat the caution flag by crossing the line to the white. Everyone wiped out, and it will be Davin Thornhill who picks up the win at Martinsville. What a astounding finish that was. Heath Williams, the Nightmare Night, ending in a nightmare once again. Oh my goodness, we have to go back to look at that. With front end damage and everything, time was ticking there. But time was on his side. The number 5 Chevrolet team owner of Taser Racing, Davin Thornhill, the defending Season 2 champ, picks up his first win of Season 3. And picks up his earned grandfather clock at Victory Lane. Breakfast of a race, that is Martinsville for you. You can expect that at Bristol as well. I'll tell you that right now. Well, here's the replay. Let's try and see if we can get it here. So here's the replay. Heath Williams. Just a slight touch by Hume. And the caution just doesn't come out. Thornhill there. Let's try and go through this all together. Williams there. Luba and Wilson get collected. Snyder there for the ride. So this is the battle for P2. Hume just loses it on the high side. Oh my goodness, Adam Snyder goes upside down. Carter Brockmeyer takes the opportunity to cross the line, and Davin Thornhill just a clean side to the checkered flag. That is for sure one way to end this race. Well, let's get over your final results here at the Chaos. That was Martinsville. Davin Thornhill, when you're at the front, you avoid the chaotic final laps. He wins his grandfather clock here at Martinsville at the Robert Woodall Auto 200. Carter Brockmeyer, he has to do some avoiding, but he ends up in P2. Heath Williams, P3. Then it'll be Dominic Luba, Keith Hume, Matthew Hill, Adam Snyder, Gino Zito. From last to a solid P8 finish, Harold Wilson and Charlie Jones there at the back. What a chaotic finish it was here at Martinsville. Who got the fastest lap of the race? That is on Heath Williams with a 19.27. As let's do some, I think here as, there we go. Let's send this over. And this is how your championship standings are after the events here at Martinsville. The top 4 stay steady. Charlie Jones, Gino Zito, and Adam Snyder move up positions. Michael Eckerman, of course, who did not race, is going to go down. Dominic Luba goes into the top 10 as Baris Barlow go down. Stefan Wagner goes down more. Matthew Hill goes up some spots. Jesus, what a chaotic event it was here in Martinsville. But let's get it started here. It is post-race interview time here at the short track. Let's get it started here. We're going to try to go by position. So let's kick it off here with Carter Brockmeyer, your P2 finisher, managed to avoid that entire field. Let's bring it on up here. Carter,
Yo.
can you hear us?
Yep, sure can.
Carter, I mean, it speaks for itself. What a chaotic finish that was. On the final lap, Williams spins. No caution is called as Thornhill is already past the point to reach the white flag. And you just managed to avoid that last lap scenario to get into the P2. How do you feel about that last lap? Going and avoiding everything Lightning McQueen style to get that P2 finish here at Martinsville.
No, it was just pure luck. I was stupid. I could have won that race. Davin was on older tires. I started outside, spun my tires, kind of hit Davin's door, and almost saved it and couldn't gather it and put myself in the back. I was going to pit, and then I said, no point, and glad I didn't. And it just kind of parted the Red Sea, as some people would say. And I just got right through that thing. Like you said, Lightning McQueen.
You say you were just trying to focus on the race when we did the mid-race interview there on the caution. Even though you say it was by pure luck, that is still a great P2 finish. Your best result yet here. Great points there for you. What are your thoughts here on the overall finish? And what are your thoughts to try and carry that over to Charlotte in 2 weeks?
I'm really good at Charlotte. I might need to work on saving the tires a little better. But overall, Charlotte, I'm excited for it. Hopefully I could get one spot better 2 weeks from now. And wish I would have been able to stick on that restart before I spun the tires, because I knew I had the advantage, but it is what it is.
You managed to avoid the chaos, and with that, you pay off a P2 finish. Is there any final shout-outs that you would like to do?
Shout out to this league. I know it was a really rough race. I mean, cautions basically made up the entire race. But I expected. Martinsville, bumping, beating, banging. I ran into Charlie a few times. I really was just trying to move him up. I didn't mean to make him lock up. But I don't think I caused him to lock up for the most part. I think he kind of had a gap there. But otherwise, great racing by everyone. I mean, took bumps really well. There was a few times I almost got ran over, but it is what it is. I mean, short track, not a lot of room. You're going to get hit every once in a while.
And we did say that in the driver meetings. Expect a lot of contact here tonight, and contact there was. Congratulations on a P2 finish, and we'll see you in 2 weeks' time at Charlotte.
Thanks, bud.
Okay, let's actually move up here a position to tackle your race winner here in Martinsville, Davin Thornhill, the defending Season 2 champion, making his first mark here on Season 3. Davin, can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
Davin, I mean, again, what a chaotic race that was. And, of course, the benefits of being at the front there at the final restart, you get to avoid the whole carnage there at the back. I can't even imagine how I was seeing that in your mirrors. You pick up your first win of Season 3 here in Martinsville. How does it feel being back on victory lane?
Man, it feels good, dude. There was a few races I felt like I could have won, but just had bad luck, you know. Man, at the end, me and Heath I felt like we were sitting ducks on old tires, and everybody behind us pitted. But it worked out. Man, shout out to Carter, P2 finish. I'm proud of him. Man, Harold, he didn't get the finish, but he had a good race.
Overall,
Man, Charlie, he had bad luck too, but he had a hell of a race going to the very end.
a ton of bumping and rubbing all over the place. But Thornhill, you're one of the quickest cars here today. Obviously, your last win was at Homestead when you won the Season 2 championship. Now, hoping to bounce back here at Martinsville with the grandfather clock now in your hands. How does it feel winning this race, and how do you feel going into the Coca-Cola 300 in 2 weeks' time?
Man, I feel good. It feels like a big weight's lifted off my shoulders, I guess, from all that bad luck in the first few races. I feel like we can carry some momentum in the week after next, at Charlotte. I did pretty good there, season 2, but I think at the end of the race had a little trouble. But other than that, I think we can carry the momentum. I do want to say shout out to Gino, man. He helped me practice. He spotted me in a few Class A's and NIS races to get me prepared for tonight. Shout out to Gino.
Alrighty, well, thank you for your time up here, Davin. Davin Thornhill, your race winner here at Martinsville for the Robert Woodall Auto 200. You get yourself your first grandfather clock. Go enjoy that first win of Season 3, champ.
Woo, thank you, sir. Thank you for everything you do, Dwayne.
Thank you very much. Alright, let's get P3 here. Oh, sorry. Let's see here. We're going to go down the order here, continuing. Next up, it's going to be Dominic Luba here. This is going to be a P5 finish for him. Let's get him up here. Dominic, you hear us?
Yep.
Dominic, you were one of those involved in that final lap carnage. Talk me through that final lap, and how does it feel still going through that, still managing to get a top 5? Just talk me through that final lap. How did it go?
Embarrassing that we got to lean on insurance. My premiums are going to go up. And we had everybody wrecking all night. It's been a madhouse. At least I was able to bring it to P4. I don't know what to say. I mean, I really didn't have any hope going in here. I was like, just hope I could finish the race, and well, I mean, we got it finished. I think the guys at the shop, they made the car somewhat decent. It was enough to run and get me to the finish without DNFing or going a lap down. I'm glad Carter got podium. Sucks that Matthew went a lap down though. He was running really good all night.
And this is going to be a reveal here for the rest of the pack. But Race Control did, in fact, try to throw out the caution there on the final lap. But iRacing just wouldn't let it happen. We kept pressing the button. iRacing wouldn't let it happen. And the white flag got crossed, which prevented us from throwing out the caution. How do you think that would have turned out differently if the caution was waved there by iRacing?
If there was a caution thrown, it would have been completely different. I would have been going balls to the wall. I would have used the thing as a battering ram to get that win more than what I was. I was right there. I had it in my hands, and then I saw them wreck. I had to slam on my brakes. I was like, yep, nope. And it just slipped away.
Nonetheless, a great day for RBA Racing. It's a top 5 finish for you here at the Chaos of Martinsville. Is there any final shout-outs that you'd like to do?
I'd like to shout out to Carter for bringing me along to this team, and then the man upstairs. I'd like to thank my sponsors, Mobile One, Duncan, Sabrina, and Kenworth Ace Hardware, which Kenworth is a new sponsor. New scheme coming soon. Just gotta thank all of them for making this car possible and having it running up front, pretty much.
Dominic, thank you for your time up here. Hopefully, 2 weeks now, the Coca-Cola 300 Charlotte goes much better for you and your team. But nonetheless, thank you very much for up here, and congrats on your P5 finish.
Thank you.
All right, let's go down here. Harold Wilson, just outside of the top 5 here. He's going to finish P6. Let's get him up here. Harold, can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
Harold, you were one of the front runners in this race. It is going to be heartbreak there. leading multiple laps here in this race, and then on the final stages, you go down and you end up with a P6 finish. Still a good points day regardless. You're still holding on to the championship lead, but how does it feel? And talk me through those final stages of the race here.
First off, I want to thank my sponsors this week. I had Robert Woodall in the car. Robert Woodall sponsoring the race. They gave me employment for 15 years. Glad that Will reached out and sponsored the race. Race was pretty decent up until the end. Kept getting run over by the one there. I went from a 0x to a 12x off of one car. But I wish I could have finished a little bit better. P6, I'll take it.
Martinsville Bandits obviously were on a very high last week with Snyder's win at Homestead. Now kind of going back to a low here. Not a great result overall for Martinsville Bandits. How do you look to bounce back at Charlotte?
Oh, just hopefully it's a whole lot cleaner racing. We had eating each other up on the restart, sending it 3 wide on turn 1. But got a new sponsor for that race too. Animal Medical Center's coming on board, also sponsoring the race. Hope I can do them proud. The whole team can.
Definitely some good sponsors. They're up there, and definitely interesting race for you here tonight. Is there any final shout-outs that you'd like to do?
Oh, shout out to Seawalker, Will, Subadoo, my wife and daughter, and the rest of the team, BSB. Congrats to Devin on the win. Appreciate everything you do for us, Devin. Dwayne,
Thank you very much.
you have a good one.
Thanks, you too. All right, let's actually just got a notification here. Let's go back up to P3 really quickly. And let's go up to Keith Hume Sr. here. P3 finisher. He's going to round off the podium here at Martinsville. Keith, can you hear us?
Yep, I got you.
Keith, in your debut, one of the best debuts that we've seen. We were anxious to see if you would pick up your win on the debut here. Obviously, that last lap chaos kind of ruined it as a whole, but still, your first start here in the Cup Series, going to pick up a nice podium spot in P3. How did it feel running your first race here and getting that top 3 spot?
Oh, it felt pretty good. I liked running around these guys. I missed something in the rule book where the one car had to be in every wreck. I must have missed that when I was perusing the rule book. But we ran good, and unfortunately, I got beat with the tires. I thought I could make the tires last longer than they could. I got really, really tight. Allowed the 5 to get there, and he took advantage of me when I shoved out on a corner, and it was pretty much over at that point. I tried to get a run on that last lap and just absolutely looped it on my own.
Nonetheless, still a great debut. Not a lot of people in their first race starts can get a top 3 here. And lucky for you, the second race, if you're going to partake on it, will be the Coca-Cola 300, longest race of the season. How do you feel going under the lights at Charlotte?
Feel pretty good, actually. Ran some laps at Charlotte Saturday. And feel pretty good. Our cars, we can get it, as long as we can keep the thing turning and not burn the right front of it off, we'll be right up there. The RBA team cars should all be pretty fast.
RBA Racing getting once again a new addition with you on that Toyota. That team is going very, very far. Is there any final shout-outs that you'd like to do?
Yeah, obviously, like everybody else, I wanted to thank the sponsors: South Point Hotel and Casino, Home Depot, Diablo Blades, Toyota Racing, KK Grayson, Monster Energy, Jordan Brand, Kentucky Bourbon Ale, Nationwide Children's Hospital, and then what we've got on this week is Beer Battalion Brewing. Everybody that makes all this stuff possible.
Alrighty, thank you very much, Keith. P3 finish for you here at the chaotic events of Martinsville. Wishing you the best of luck going into your second start at Charlotte.
I appreciate you. Thanks.
Alrighty, let's get up here. Adam Snyder, a P7 finisher. Adam, can you hear us?
Yeah, I got you.
Adam, We got news that you got just seen and released from the Medical and Field Care Center on the final lap. Coming off a race win at Homestead, talk me specifically through that final lap on the corner there out of turn 2. You flip the car, the 36 goes upside down. Talk me through that experience, and are you okay?
Yeah, they saw me. They cleared me. A little bit of a headache, and my neck hurts a little bit, but I think I'll bounce back.
Still, on Martinsville, obviously a rocky road here for you. Race win at Homestead. We're going back to Charlotte in 2 weeks' time, which is once again another mile and a half. And just like Homestead, the race you won, mile and a half. How do you feel going to Charlotte to try and win that one?
Oh, I definitely feel good about that, and yeah, I've must have missed the rule book too, Keith. So we'll have to keep looking for that.
Race control definitely gonna have a look at that, but nonetheless, great race from you here, Adam. Is there any final shoutouts you would like to do?
No, just shout out to my sponsor, Center Garage, and the BSB boys. Thank you.
Alrighty, Adam. Thank you for your time up here. Wish you the best at Charlotte, and wishing you a speedy recovery after that scary incident.
Thank you.
Alrighty, and that will do it here at Martinsville. What a turn of events this was. Actually, let's get Matthew Hill here real quick as I just saw the notification here. Let's get Matthew Hill real quick. He's going to be your P8 finisher. Matthew, can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
Matthew, you're running around the midfield most of the time. And unfortunately, final laps, you were one of the cars involved. You're going to get a P8 finish here. Tough race for you here tonight. What are your thoughts on that and the chaotic events here at Martinsville?
Yeah, it was just a very chaotic race. A lot of beating and banging. It was almost dog eat dog out there. Had a few run-ins with a couple drivers. My temper was really getting out of hand there. And I was just tired of cutting people brakes. I was doing that all race. And then there was that wreck around the end before one of the last couple of restarts, and for some reason it put me a lap down. No idea why. We were running fourth when the wreck happened. Had to go low to avoid it. Put me a lap down. What are you gonna do about it? Just had to keep going. I didn't even realize it put me a lap down. But yeah, I'd say it was a pretty decent race. We ran about fourth, fifth a lot of the race. Yeah, I'm gonna take this race. I'm definitely looking forward to Charlotte though.
And as that crash gonna shoot things up there at the end, race control is gonna look there on that final lap. There might be some compensation points coming into play here with iRacing bugging out there a little bit. But as you said, Charlotte looking to be very exciting. How's it feel going into that track for the Coca-Cola 300? What kind of strategies do you have in mind to try and win the most prestigious race?
Well, I mean, Charlotte's probably one of my favorite tracks to race at. Really love that track. Excited for the patriotic race there. Debuting a new sponsor that you'll see. And just really excited for that. Longest race of the schedule. Definitely excited. Yeah.
Very excited to see those patriotic schemes on full display in 2 weeks' time. But nonetheless, wonderful effort by you here tonight. I wish you the best going into Charlotte.
Thank you.
Alrighty, let's get up Gino Zito up here. It's been a while since we've had Gino Zito up here in the commentary booth. Gino, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Gino, you almost pulled off the biggest comeback of the century from 10 laps down all the way closing in into 3 laps down. And me and Michael were very excited in the commentary booth. We thought it might happen, but still, nonetheless, great effort. You finished in the P9. Talk me through that race from your point of view.
Well, the reason I got 10 laps down was, I believe Heath wrecked me, which isn't a problem. Went into the pits, used a fast repair, my second fast repair already, and then my throttle stuck and sent me into the wall, and I refused to use my last fast repairs, so I just stayed in the pits for the 4 minutes and got all those laps. And then I just planned on staying out until I got all my laps back, which kind of worked out until the end when everybody else started getting laps down. But other than that, it was pretty fun watching everybody kill each other, and just especially the last lap. Yeah, it was a pretty great race for me, Dwayne.
It was a very chaotic one indeed. You almost made the comeback. We had a little bit of hope in our eyes to see you go back on that lead lap, but nonetheless, what an effort. And Charlotte, what do you think about that going to Coca-Cola 300 in 2 weeks' time?
Honestly, I come into every race expecting the worst, but hoping the best, obviously. So just keep doing what I'm doing every week, and hopefully one will fall for me.
You had front row seats to that carnage. We'll see if it continues in Bristol in a couple months' time. But is there any final shout-outs that you would like to do?
Shout out to all the BSB boys, of course, Harold, Chris, all them great people that we hang around or I race with. Shout out to all the sponsors, of course, Chili's and all those good things. But other than that, it's a great race tonight. Had fun, a lot of fun, and appreciate what you're doing for us, Blaine.
All right, thank you very much. And wishing you the best going into Charlotte. Thank you for your time up here.
Oh, I forgot to say, good job, Devin, good job, Devin. Thank you.
Alrighty, and that will officially be it here tonight at Martinsville. What a chaotic turn of events it was there at the end. Race control gonna look at that to make sure all the positions are as they say. Make sure iRacing didn't commit an oopsie, which surely did without allowing us to throw the caution there. It would have 100% been a caution, but fortunately didn't allow us to throw it. But nonetheless, we knew it was gonna happen. Contact after contact. What a race here at Martinsville. Next week will be a bye week, so our drivers will get some time to relax after that carnage. And then in 2 weeks' time, it will be one of my favorite races in the season. The most prestigious race of the season, the longest race of the season, under the lights at Charlotte. It will be the Coca-Cola 300. That is going to be very, very exciting. We're going to see some patriotic schemes up in full display from the drivers to honor those, of course, that have served this country. But nonetheless, that will be it for tonight here from Martinsville Speedway. Our first short track tackled. And oh boy, was it a doozy. That being said, thank you for everyone for tuning in. Make sure to like and subscribe to keep up with the content from Season 3. And yeah, no race next week. We will see you 2 weeks' time for the Coca-Cola 300 at Charlotte, race number 7 of Season 3. That being said, my name is Stern Crespo, also known as Vibes here on YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys in the next couple of weeks. Peace out, guys, and have a good rest of your night.